Good morning, friends, and happy Friday, August 6th. Just getting the day started. I had a bunch of salty food yesterday, so I am going to eat something very hydrating right now. I cut up this gorgeous honeydew melon. So delicious, so hydrating too. Don't forget that you can get your hydration through your food, not just by drinking water. A hydrated life is a good life. I'm having a rare morning off. I finished all my work. I'm a freelancer and I almost always take projects before I finish my old projects. Usually, and I feel very grateful for this, people are coming to me with work before I finish the work that I'm working on, if that makes sense. So very rare that I have some time off. I'm just basking in it. Also, it's a gorgeous morning. I think I'm gonna trim my hair. It's been about a year since I've cut my hair. I have quite a lot to say about hair. I'm gonna try to organize my thoughts and sit down and talk about that as today's topic later. But yeah, right now I'm gonna just try to trim up the ends of my hair. All right, it's lunchtime and I just had to show you guys this bomb salad I made. Made one for Dad too, but we've got avocado, cucumber, red onion, tomato, cheddar cheese, yellow pepper, baby greens, carrots. So good. All right, so it's like 4,000 degrees in here, so I'm gonna try and make this a little bit quick. First, I wanted to say the salad was amazing, and that salad cost $3. It cost $25 to buy all the ingredients, but that specific salad portioned out, $3. I'll put a little spreadsheet here if you wanna pause if you're interested. I broke it down. That's the kind of nerd that I am, whatever. Eating healthy cheaply is possible. If I can do it, you can do it, we can do it together, and I really believe that taking control of your health through diet and exercise is one of the actual true empowering things that we can do. Health equals power. The topic of the day is hair. Is this the most pressing issue in feminism right now? Obviously not. I do get comments like, especially when I've critiqued makeup in the past, people have said things like, how can you critique makeup when you have long hair and that's feminine also? You have no right to critique makeup while you still have long hair. Also, feminists should cut their hair short. So I want to respond to that because I disagree. I do feel that there are certain things that allow long hair to exist within the framework of feminism. I'll explain my perspective. Of course, my opinions and feelings are always evolving. So if you want to challenge some of these ideas, I welcome you to leave me a note in the comments. I will definitely read them and take them to heart. But this is what I think right now, so let's get into it. My main motivation for having long hair is that by having long hair, I can put the least amount of effort into my hair as possible. And I don't know if that's so much a feminist thing as it is a minimalist thing. So I have been a minimalist longer than I've been a feminist, and I'm really driven to streamline my life, to look at everything I do and see where can I do less, getting down to the basics of life. For me, having long hair helps me do that, and I'll explain why. Because a lot of people would think immediately, oh, long hair, that takes so much more work. I disagree. I have been cutting my own hair for about 10 years. Way before lockdown home haircuts, I've been cutting my own hair for 10 years. I have had long hair for pretty much that whole time. I did have short hair like up to here in my early 20s, but I've had long hair for a while. And the reason why I started cutting my own hair was I really just didn't like the feeling of someone touching me, standing over me. I don't like that feeling of the hairdresser, you know. I think that's kind of common. So at some point I just decided that I would look up a tutorial on YouTube of how to cut my own hair, and I did it, and it came out good, and I was happy with it, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna do from now on. So I've been cutting my own hair for 10 years, and it's easiest to cut your own hair when it's long. I've also cut it like shoulder length, and that's so much harder and more challenging. This, I can just pick it up, look at it, and cut it, and it's like super duper easy. To me, that's the lowest effort that I can put in. I feel that if I had short hair, I would have to have someone else do it. I would have to spend the money, the time of making an appointment, all this kind of stuff. Now I can just be lazy. So that's a big motivation for me. I don't feel that that doesn't fit in with the framework of feminism. Although I don't think the basis of feminism is laziness at all. But I do feel that feminism and minimalism overlap in some significant ways, which I will hopefully talk about that soon. Yeah, so that's my first motivation of why I have long hair. The second reason, which might be more of a feminist reason of why I have long hair, is this is my body in its natural state. This is how my body grows. You know, I produce hair like most people do, and I'm deciding to leave my body in its natural state. Just as I don't shave because that's my body in its natural state. I don't wear makeup because that's my body in its natural state. I see it as going along with that. Now, this sticky part comes in, is that hair is culturally associated with femininity. And not so much in America or in the West is it really super tied to femininity, because there are certainly very feminine women with short hair, but it is sort of seen as being like more feminine. But is it performative femininity? I would tend to say no, because you're not necessarily doing anything, right? I have long hair. I don't style it. I wash it, you know, because that's good grooming or whatever. But as you can see, I don't spend any time on styling it or anything like that. So to me, a performance of femininity means that you are doing something. Like makeup is a performance of femininity because you are adding products to your face. Wearing high heels is a performance of femininity because it is uncomfortable and bad for your bone structure. Shaving your body hair is a performance of femininity for obvious reasons. Long hair does align culturally with femininity, but I don't see it as a performance of femininity. So I don't think in that sense that it goes against any sort of basic ideas of radical feminism. When I gave up makeup, I had to really come to accept and to an extent to love my face as it naturally is, and to have confidence in my body in its natural state. And it's the same thing with my hair. I used to dye my hair. I used to go get my hair cut. I used to style my hair to the extent that I was able. Was never very good at it. But yeah, just having it as it is, cutting it myself, etc. I do have to accept my body in its natural state. So I was thinking about this interesting idea of gender conformity versus gender nonconformity. Most things that women do to conform to gender are things that we do. It's not existing in our natural state. A woman is quote unquote gender nonconforming if she just exists in her natural body, except for having long hair. So that's like the one thing that's different. And for men, it's kind of the opposite, right? Because men are gender nonconforming if they wear makeup, if they wear feminine clothing, but they are naturally gender conforming if they just exist in their natural state, with the exception of cutting their hair short. I would say it's the more common masculine presentation or whatever, to at least to have short hair. So it's kind of like the one area where it's flip-flopped, right? Men are not existing in their natural state, which is to have long hair, and they're doing so to perform masculinity. So I just thought that was a little bit interesting. Of course, there are also very masculine men who do have long hair, but they're the exception, I would say. So the first two reasons why I have long hair are it's low effort and it's my body in its natural state. But the third reason might be where it gets a little dicey, and that is I actually prefer it from an aesthetic standpoint. I think that I look better with long hair. I personally prefer my appearance that way. I don't really care what anyone else thinks about my appearance, but I look in the mirror and I think I look good with long hair. But when I was thinking about that, I was like, is it anti-feminist to like the way you look? I mean, that's kind of like a bigger, deeper topic. I know that a woman's value is not in her appearance, but is it okay to be happy with your appearance? I would tend to argue, yes. My knee-jerk sort of thought reaction to that is that everything in our patriarchal capitalist system says that women should have low self-esteem, should hate their appearance, should hate their natural hair, should hate their natural face, and should change those things. And I do feel that just liking yourself as you are and accepting yourself and feeling good and having self-esteem is a rebellion against those systems. But I don't know why I feel like that's a little dicey or something from a feminist perspective. I don't know. That's just like on the surface how I feel about them. Just one final thing. I've been doing something for the last 7 weeks with my good friend Ghost called Screen-Free Saturdays, and I do not look at screens at all. I'm going to do a video about this super soon. Maybe I'll even film one tomorrow, but I don't look at the computer, the phone, anything with a screen, no video games even, nothing on Saturdays, midnight to midnight. So if you leave a comment and I don't reply, that's why. Otherwise, I do try to reply the comments pretty quick because I'm always at my desk and I always have my phone. So I love to hear from you guys, and I hope I will hear from you in the comments on this video. If you have any thoughts on grooming, hair, whatever, I will talk to you guys super soon. Take care. Bye.